Hey guys, Andos here. Welcome to another Warzone video. Hope you're having a good day. In today's episode, we are going to break down some gameplay footage from one of the best players in the world. His name is Aiden. In this game, he managed to drop a 60 bomb, which is the current solo squad's world record. I've watched this clip multiple times and I just noticed the elite, they operate on a different level. They do little things that most players will normally miss. So saying that, I'll break down some of the gameplay and kind of explain what he does really well, the little things that maybe we don't notice. And yeah, make sure to check out his channel. He's one of the best players in the world. It's really beneficial to watch him. I'll leave a link in the description. The objective of this video is to help players get better at using the shotgun. If you don't like shotguns, I don't recommend this video to you. I will tie in some tips and tricks with the breakdowns that I'll be doing. At the end of the video, I will explain how to practice all the things we covered in today's episode. I hope you do enjoy today's episode. If you find it brings you some type of value, make sure to smash that like button. I put out a lot of breakdowns and tips and tricks videos about Warzone, so if you do like that kind of stuff, make sure you also sub to the YouTube channel Andos Gaming so you don't miss out on any future content. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm just going to stop the clip right here. So as you can see, Aiden drives up to the house and he noticed a couple of enemies on the side here. He's done the right thing. He's gone into the house and he also manages to get a really good position. He doesn't stay downstairs because it's too risky downstairs in my opinion. There's too many flanks. So he goes upstairs and he gets a really good choke point. So at this point of the fight, he's in a really good position. He's eliminated unnecessary risks. He's got a good choke point. He's quite well centered. So all he really has to do is wait now for the enemy to come up. So just some key points on that breakdown. He did not ego challenge when going into the building. He got good positioning first. He managed to distance very well. He baited the enemy to come to him to be able to win that gunfight. Another key note is when you're versing two people at once, you can't always rely on your gun mechanics, and I think the pros know this. Even though their gun mechanics is at the elite level, they always know when you have good positioning, you're always more likely to win the fight.
Wrong gun. Burn, mother.
In the second fight, if you notice, Aiden re-challenges. The most common mistake I see players make is always full sending all the time, especially with shotguns and pushing buildings. If the scenario is applicable, try to re-challenge. This just gives you time to armor up or just take a different angle. It's all about calculated risks while accumulating the max amount of number of kills you can get. So for this clip, there is a lot going on. I'll play the clip first and then we'll break it down afterwards. Watching this clip made me realize how good Aiden actually is. The guy's a beast. So let's break down his gameplay and go from there. At this point of the gunfight, there's still two enemies behind him. A lot of mistakes casual players make is they always try to take all the enemies out all at once, just full sending, thinking that, hey, I've got a shotgun, I can take on everyone. So what Aiden also does really well here is just to retreat. He uses his advanced movement, his slide cancels to get out of the way. First thing he did really well here is having that in and out movement. That's an easy kill. Second thing Aiden does really well is doing a last chance re-challenge. So what that pretty much is, when an enemy is full sending you around the corner, maybe jumping at you or sprinting towards you, you can slide cancel or jump around the corner just to catch them by surprise. So at this point he's just armoring up. He knows the enemy's around the corner, so with that in mind he lets the enemy come towards him just so he can close the distance. So very good tip when using the shotgun is always try to let the enemy come to you so you can manage the distance and get that kill. So guys, in the previous video, if you notice, Aiden has really good movement. If you are struggling with advanced movement in Warzone or just want to improve in this aspect, I've already made an advanced movement guide for Warzone. I break it down into simple steps and make it easy to learn. If you are interested, the link will be in the description or just click the box at the end of the video. Okay, as promised, let's go over how you can practice the things we have just gone over in this episode, and I'll be also adding in some extra tips and tricks here and there. I notice sometimes we watch tips and tricks videos and understand the theory side, however we tend not to practice and train these things, and unfortunately sometimes we do forget them. It's important to drill down on what we've learned and build good habits. Quickly, before we get into the tips, if you think this video is bringing you any type of value, remember to smash that like button. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I make a lot of breakdown videos, a lot of tips and tricks videos. I try to make content that brings value to you guys. So yeah, if you can sub to the YouTube channel, that'd be much appreciated. So saying that, that's out of the way, let's jump into a bot lobby and I want you guys to practice using the shotgun. So tip number 1 is centering. Try to have good centering. This is the fundamentals, however a lot of people don't actually pay attention to this. When you have good centering, you don't need to flick to the enemy, meaning you are more likely to get the kill. So try to keep the crosshair from head to chest level and you should be able to get that kill. Try not to look at the ground or look at the sky, this will always help. Tip number 2 is flicking. So if your centering is off and you need to flick to the enemy, this is very essential, so make sure to practice this in the bot lobbies. Practice your flicking to increase your reaction time. Tip number 3 is movement. In and out movement is really essential. Moving in and out of cover is a skill that you should have, so make sure you practice this during your bot lobby. So also practice your slide cancelling around corners, this way you can get the peeker's advantage and catch the enemy by surprise. So jump shots are also very important, it just makes you a lot harder to hit, so make sure you utilize your jump shots as well.
One guy right there, 2 guys here.
Tip number 4, wait for the enemy to come to you. So it's really important to manage the distance when you are using shotguns. Shotguns have a limited range, so at times it's best to let the enemy to come to you. So what you want to do is use cover and audio cues to predict when they are coming, so you can surprise the enemy. Tip number 5 is don't be too aggressive, guys. Don't run into buildings blindly, make sure you check your corners, make sure you have an exit plan in case something goes wrong. What you want to do as well is try to isolate fights to a one-on-one scenario if possible. Another good habit is just to get yourself in good positions, hold choke points, try to have cover nearby, and re-challenge when you need to, don't always full send. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you all really enjoyed that. I really try to break things down and give you guys some sort of values in these tips and tricks videos. I also want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day or night. This is Andos Gaming and I will see you guys next time.